What's up, family, and welcome to a Church Guys Sports Show. We're here, you're there. It's another Tuesday night. We missed you last week, a lot going on, but we're back here, and don't get it twisted. You are not in late. Time did not just stand still. We're in a new time slot starting tonight, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you're here, you're right on time for what's about to be a powerful conversation. We got a lot to talk about, starting, of course, in the NBA because we are in the final week of the NBA regular season, and everything is tightening it up. The New York Knicks, our hometown heroes, they still have an outside shot at the 2 seed. But let's be honest, it's going to take everything. They got to win out themselves. They got to win their last 3 games, and they're going to need some help along the way. There's no room for error. There's no off nights, and this is where urgency needs to show up. This is where the team has to prove whether or not they're built for a title run or just built for a regular season and a quick playoff exit. So tonight, we're not just talking about what the Knicks can do. We're talking about what they must do. Rotations, effort, execution, late game decisions. It all matters now because the playoffs don't reward potential. They reward preparation. Then we shift to college basketball because March Madness is over, but the drama didn't end when the confetti fell. In fact, in the women's game, things got heated during the Final Four between UConn's Gino Auriemma and South Carolina's Dawn Staley after South Carolina's big win. And now the conversation has shifted beyond the court. Now, I also found out something interesting about Gino because if y'all remember the great Tennessee coach Pat Summitt, Gino had an issue with her too. So now I'm asking some questions. Is there something deeper in how success, especially amongst women coaches, is perceived and challenged at the highest level? That's a real conversation, and we're not going to shy away from it. And then, of course, we got to go to the squared circle. It is that time of the year. We just finished Easter for those of us in the church world. But now we got to shift over because we're firmly into WrestleMania season. Things just got explosive. We're 11 days away from WrestleMania. CM Punk last night on Raw dropped Pipe Bomb 2026. And if you know anything about history, you know what that means. That wasn't just a promo. It was a statement. That was a line drawn in the sand, not just against his opponent Roman Reigns, but Pat McAfee, or McAfee as he called him last night, and even Ari Emanuel, who is one of the leaders of TKO. Woo, he went after everybody last night. He called Vince a weird old man. We're going to talk about it. So, as we get ready to go into the show of shows, how does it reshape the biggest show of the year? Who does it elevate? Who does it expose? And what does it mean for the legacy moments that WrestleMania is known for? So tonight, we've got plenty of urgency. We've got playoff urgency, cultural conversations, wrestling chaos, all in one place. It's a Church Guy Sports Show, and it's getting ready to start right now.
The Church Guys. We're live on a podcast. A Church Guys Sports Show. Welcome to the show where the faith meets the court. Church guys repping hard, yeah, we live for the sport. From the pulpit to the bleachers, the word we endorse. Dropping dimes, preaching truth, keeping God as the source. We breaking down the play, stats, facts, and the story. Sunday to game day, all for his glory. Talking hoops, talking fields, every touchdown and shot. But we never lose sight of the faith that we got is fellowship, fire. Passion in the zone, Church Guys Sports Show. Yeah, you know we at home. Turn the volume up loud, let the good vibes flow. This is more than just a game, it's the way that we grow. The Church Guys. We're live on the podcast. A Church Guys Sports Show. The Church Guys. We're live on the podcast. A Church Guys the locker room talk to the pews on a Sunday. We call our plays right, kingdom business on Monday. Faith on the field, spirit driving the grind. Every headline we drop got the word intertwined. We reppin' every team, but the banner is Christ. Breaking huddles with the desperate, yeah, we living it right. From the Knicks to the league, every stat, every score. We gon' praise, analyze, then we give God more. So tune in, locked in, let the truth be shown. Church Guy Sports Show, man, the vibe's full grown. It's the faith in the game and a powerful blend. From the tip off to the buzzer, we gon' ride to the end. The Church Guys. We're live on the podcast. The Church Guys Sports Show. The Church Guys.
What up? What up? What's going on? We here, y'all there. Church Guys Sports Show for tonight, the 7th of what month is this? April 2026. And we got a full house tonight. I'm still waiting for Bishop L to get on here. We got a lot to talk about. So y'all get on here and let's go. Let's go. Bishop J Mack is back. We missed him. He's been busy being a presider. And this us preachers, this is a busy time of year for us. So, we have had a lot going on. But now we're past the spiritual Olympics that is Holy Week. The Church Olympic Games are over. Culminating for all of us with Resurrection Sunday. Well, for me and my fellowship, Resurrection Monday, but I was in Virginia while that was happening last night. But now we are done, and we're back to talk some sports. So let's jump right into it. It's the last week of the NBA regular season. And, if y'all been following us for the last couple weeks, I'm glad my brother Victor George Smith is on because he's been going at it with Willie Green and Keisha Carter for the last 3 weeks and a little bit with Dre Rumble as well, who is on with us about the state of the LA Lakers. And I'm not going to take credit for it, even though I agreed with George when he said it all those months ago when we were talking about the Lakers' chances. But I would say we were right, but he's a true Laker fan. I'm a basketball fan, and I saw what he saw, but I'm going to give it to him because he's a Laker fan. George was right.
I thought he was a Heat fan. When did he become a Laker fan?
He's been a Laker fan. What are you talking about? Rumble, what?
I'm just messing.
See, George's like, I'm not even gonna address it. You're not addressing it, George?
Wait.
No.
Can we clarify? What was he right about?
He was right about where the LA Lakers were going to finish because you weren't on that show, but Willie and Keisha Dre were calling. In fact, Willie said they would not make the playoffs. Keisha called them a play-in team, and we both said, "Nah, the Lakers are too good for that. They're not going to be as bad as you think they're going to be." And they shouted George down. Like, I bowed out because, like I said, I ain't got a dog in the fight. I'm a Knicks fan. But they shouted George down for weeks.
in George's defense. And I know hell is about to freeze over because I'm defending him.
You defended George.
In George's defense, when we were on the show and we were doing our
the preseason predictions.
Yep. The predictions, George specifically said that the Lakers won't go all the way, but they will be a top 4 or 5 seed.
And he was right.
He did say that. He said they will escape the play-in. They won't win the whole thing.
Oh yeah, Pierre, we're gonna get into that.
They won't be in the play-in. So I gotta defend George in that right and say that he called it from the beginning of the season when we were making our predictions.
So George, Willie Green is here with us today as he joins the podcast today.
Willie, you wrong, bro. And you got the Mets crap on. You gonna be wrong and with Mets stuff.
Bishop Heflin, what's going on? So we here.
Y'all ain't even let me sit down.
Negative. Nope.
Well, we opened the show giving George his props because he was right.
Hey, Victor George, you were absolutely right, brother.
More grace. More grace.
Well, you know what, Willie? We respect you because you have done more than Keisha did. Because Keisha been doubling down, and instead of just taking the L in
She's a
typical
woman.
Keisha
She's
fashion,
a she's
I
a
love my
woman.
sister,
But
but in
let's say
typical
She's
this.
a
Keisha
woman.
I'm gonna say this.
fashion,
I'm gonna say this to
she
Victor, right?
refuses to
I'm gonna
give
deal
them
with.
the
I'm gonna deal with
props.
Dre. I'm
Did
gonna
you
deal with Dre
expect
in a minute.
anything
I'm gonna deal with
different?
Dre in
Did
a
you
minute.
expect anything
You right,
different?
Bishop J Mac. You right. You right.
I'm gonna deal with Dre in a minute. But Victor, we have taken a dramatic hit with
Oh
that
yeah, this
15 and
season's
2
over.
record.
This
Season's
season is
over.
over.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
season's
Like
over.
Hold
we
on,
did all
hold
of
on,
that. We did
hold on,
all that
hold
for
on.
what?
Hold on. I'm not throwing in the towel yet.
The season is
Season
over.
is over,
I'm
bro.
No
listen.
Luca and no
Hey,
AR.
hey, hey,
Nah, they
For the
listen,
done.
first
They
round,
done.
listen. The Romans and the Jews and the Pharisees and the Sadducees said the same thing about our Savior.
So
But
are you
look at
likening? Are
no,
you
no, no,
likening
no, no, no.
AR? Are you likening AR-15 and
No, no,
Luca
no, 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 no,
77 to
no,
Jesus? Is that
no.
what's
That's not
happening,
what I'm
brother?
saying. What I'm saying is, we still have a LeBron, Raymond James,
and what you said that for?
Who
and
is
what I'm s-
41 and
and not
cannot carry a
and not
team
and that this is
on a playoff run? He can't do that anymore.
what I'm saying is I feel like LeBron is priming himself because he understands what's happening. And remember, this happened back in 2018. Now, I'm not saying
Oh,
that it's a lot going on. But what I will say is I'm not counting them out. That's
All right,
all I'm gonna say.
so Rumble, what's your current ceiling for them now?
I don't know. I feel like they could make it to the second, third round.
Third round is the conference finals.
I know that. But what I'm saying is, I'm not
You're saying the
until
Lakers can make the conference
what I'm
finals
saying is
with no Luca and no Austin Reeves
what I'm saying is in LeBron I trust.
at
And the reason
41.
and here's the thing. The reason why I say that is because in 2018
Yes, Bishop
they
Eflin, it's
was
good to see him, ain't it?
they was talking about LeBron father time, LeBron declining, no Kyrie, Kevin Love was declining. And that man and remember, Indiana was supposed to beat them. Boston was supposed to beat them. Toronto was supposed to beat them. They was not supposed to go to the finals that year. So what I'm saying is, yes, I know LeBron is 41 going on 42. I'm just not.
How
I'm just
old
not.
was LeBron and who else was on that team?
Who who else was on that team? I know you're talking about the bum J.R. Smith that messed up the play in game one of the finals after LeBron scored 51. And we wouldn't have been swept if it wasn't for him.
Hey man, listen, I appreciate you.
I'm just saying.
talk
I,
no more.
I'm just saying. It's
I'm
basketball.
I'm
LeBron.
looking
I'm
forward.
not.
I'm looking forward to a lovely, stress-free NBA playoffs where I don't have to worry about losing any sleep because my team lost the game in the final seconds of a close one. It's just not our year this year. I'm looking forward to I'm looking forward to seeing how a team built completely around Luca looks in LA. Um I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for March. March was awesome. March was great. March was outstanding.
February and March was great to us.
Hold up. The
March
man
is
that
really
released
dope.
two
Yeah, it
singles
was.
in the middle of Holy Week is on with us.
March is really great,
I thought
but
he would be on the press tour right now. But
it's
I'm glad.
The man who released two singles
it's
in the
over,
middle of
Rumble. It's
Holy
over,
Week is
man.
with us. Two of
They
them.
they they over in
Y'all go
Spain
get him.
they over in Spain getting injections of rooster and horse, putting them so they can heal faster. It ain't it ain't gonna work, bro.
Ant West says Thunder Detroit. Let's just cut to the now.
Absolutely not.
Detroit is not making it out the East. What are y'all?
Detroit has been exposed, and I'm not sure of what they're gonna get when they do get Cade back. Because again, he's got to round back into shape. He has not played basketball in a month, and he's coming off of a collapsed lung.
Right.
Bruh. No. No. Detroit, we'll see them next year. We'll see them next year. A year more of experience, a healthy Cade, we'll see them next year. In the Eastern Conference, Boston is a problem.
They need another. They need another shooter too.
Yeah,
They need
definitely.
They need another legit scorer.
Yep.
So even if he was healthy, to rely solely on Cade in a playoff run was going to be very difficult, at least from my perspective.
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely.
There we go. Okay. So and in the Western Conference, yeah, I mean, as long as if the Shea rules are going to stay in place, that's one thing. But if not, San Antonio's a problem. Denver's a problem.
I don't think so.
Listen, San Antonio has given that team everything they wanted, and Wemby's hungry. He's
Victor,
young, but the
Victor.
kid's hungry.
He's
I've been
hungry 'cause
saying
he's so
I've been saying
scared.
San Antonio's gonna be a problem before the season started.
Yeah, but they're not gonna make it out the second round.
Why is this
That's-
dude on our show with
listen.
a Mets jersey?
Scratch that. We're
He's a
not
Mets
talking-
fan. What do you mean?
No. I'm wearing a commemorative 25-year anniversary Dwight Gooden jersey.
That's a yeah. I'm about to say that's a Doc Gooden.
Cocaine.
That's allowed. That's allowed.
That's
That's
allowed.
That's
here.
allowed.
Come on.
That's
Come
allowed.
on.
That's a Doc Gooden.
I wear vintage black Hall of Famer jerseys. I don't just put on
And
jerseys.
since he's on here, are we settled for WrestleMania at his crib?
I mean, it's his house, so he has to say. Will he? Did he freeze again?
He's always frozen.
Y'all know Willie Phone be giving always giving people a problem.
I think
Nothing's wrong with the Mets, Pierre.
think
L is a
it's-
Yankee fan, so you know that's how it is. I'm a
think
Yankee
it's-
fan, but I don't
I
poo
think
poo the
it's
Mets.
phone.
And Doc Gooden is always my guy.
I
Doc
think
Gooden will
his
always be
phone
my
caught
guy.
some of that Doc Gooden residue.
Stop. We starting already, George? Davey Wright ain't even on here. We starting already.
Wait.
That's what we doing.
I haven't really been following because I've been focusing more between wrestling and basketball. Did Soto get hurt or something?
Yes, Soto is injured.
Okay, because I saw something that said that like the Met season is over. Like he's done for the season, or he's done for like an extended period of time.
Ant West, Thursday is only a big game against Boston if the Knicks can win out and Boston has to lose 2 of 3. Boston has to lose 2 of their last 3, which obviously one of those could be to the Knicks, but they're going to have to lose to Toronto and they're not going to lose to Washington because Washington's the other team that they play. So we need
Y'all
Toronto.
know that the
Can you hear me?
Knicks are possibly getting bumped in the first round.
I don't see that, though. I'm sorry. Not in the first round.
I don't see this. This team is not consistent. This team can't beat playoff teams.
They beat Atlanta last night.
Ah, come on.
The Hawks, seriously?
The
what
Hawks
we're
are
going
currently a game out of the 5th seed. they're right on the Cavaliers' heels. We're not talking about a
The
team.
Hawks have been playing very
Yeah.
well, guys.
They
You can't
we
disrespect
snapped
them.
a 13-game home winning streak for them last
They
night.
got the third.
Yo.
They got the third best record out of
Yeah,
the
since
break
the
in
All-Star
the East
break.
right now.
Yo,
Yeah.
do y'all feel like Kuminga is getting his payback?
I think Kuminga is playing. The one thing I will agree with Steve Kerr is Kuminga was set up to fail in Golden State.
Right.
Because he's a kid who needed to develop into what he's becoming, and that system wasn't conducive for his skill set. He's somewhere now in Atlanta that is conducive for his skill set. And where the heck did Nickel Alexander Walker? When did he become a shooter like that?
Right.
This dude has been because it hasn't just been us. He's been lighting everybody up recently.
You know he barely got out of that game last night.
Yes, because Nickel Alexander Walker was going to beat us by himself. He was
So
on a
Listen.
you
Say
have
we-
confidence. You have confidence in them getting past the first round, and they're barely getting out of games.
Al,
Al.
it happened. It
Hell,
happened.
it's the NBA. It's an 82-game
It's
season.
the NBA,
happens.
man,
And
It
not to mention,
happens.
that
let me
team, whoever the Knicks play, got to beat them 4 times.
right.
That's
and,
what I'm saying.
right.
It happens.
Right.
And to be honest, I feel like any team that pulls out close games, especially if you're a top contending team. You need those close games for the playoffs because we
Yes.
need to see what you got. If you ain't never played
Can you
none of those
close out a
all
tough game?
right,
Right. Can you
right.
close a
If
tough
you
game?
ain't never play out none of those all season, how you going? How you think they're gonna react when the playoffs come? You need to be able to build that confidence. So
Right.
I
Ask
mean,
the
I think
60-win Cavaliers from last year. Bunch of
right.
blowouts, 60 wins, got to the playoffs, got cooked because they
Right.
weren't ready for prime time.
Because they were, and so I don't the close games don't worry me. And to be honest, it wasn't like the Knicks was making a lot of mistakes. That's not why the game was close.
Who is in Bible
And
study?
listen, the Knicks are gonna get tested if they're playing Philly. That's
That's
who it looks
true.
like they're gonna be playing in the first
You
round.
didn't hear the teaching going on in the background? I was like, who's in Bible study?
Oh,
Oh, my sister's is
oh,
teaching.
she's
Okay.
teaching.
My sister's
Oh,
teaching.
okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. I was like, who's in Bible study? Wait a minute. All right. So we good. Okay, it's my sister, so it's all right. I'm about to say, one of y'all need to cut that video off, but it's my sister, so it's all right. But yeah. So I mean, L has been jaded by our team, and I get it because we came in with very high expectations for this team this year, and honestly, they have underwhelmed. The Knicks have underwhelmed this year. This roster was built to be a 60-win roster. I'm not even gonna lie. The roster was built to be a 60-win roster, and they have underwhelmed. But for me, they haven't underwhelmed to the point to where I can't trust them come playoff time. They
Bro,
haven't
did I
underwhelmed
tell
to
y'all
that
though that
point yet.
Detroit was going? But did I call Detroit at the beginning of the season?
You did.
Did I call it?
You did.
I said Detroit is going to be a problem this year
Mm-hmm.
You absolutely did.
I
You
think
absolutely
because
did.
that's
they're
the I
brute.
think
They're physical.
I think that's the one take that I disagree with, and I was wrong about because Bishop Mack did say that he did
Yeah, he absolutely
he
did.
did, and I ain't gonna lie, I laughed at him. I was like Detroit,
Listen, the
like
thing I
what?
love about this podcast is, and I say this with all humility, we are very rarely wrong.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
noticing we
We
are very
call it.
yeah,
rarely
We call
wrong.
it.
yeah, yeah. But I was wrong because I guess I didn't expect a lot of the other players to blossom.
Right.
You know, I didn't think that
Yeah, I didn't see
Cade
Dennis
could.
Jenkins coming
That's
out
what
the
I'm
way he did. I
saying.
didn't see that.
Yeah, I really didn't expect a lot of them players to blossom the way that they did, and the fact that Cade Cunningham carries the team but doesn't have to carry the team, that was the shocker. I think they needed more time to develop,
But
but
that but
they
but
they
he
they
he
proved
is
me
gonna have
wrong.
to carry them in the playoffs because they're young and they don't have
Yeah,
that
yeah.
experience. And they lost
Well,
something by
he doesn't
losing a
have.
Dennis Schroeder. They
Yeah,
don't I like Jenkins, but Jenkins, people don't realize Jenkins is not really a point guard. He's been thrust into it because of the fact that they don't have another ball handler behind Cade.
but
But he's more of a Jalen Brunson type. He's a scorer first.
but that goes back to our preseason conversation. Remember, George? Are there any true point guards anymore?
Right.
We
Ain't no
talked
more.
Yeah,
about that
we,
in
we
the
did talk about that.
preseason.
We absolutely did. Yeah, the era of the starting true point guard
Right.
just really isn't there anymore. So it's a different game. But Jenkins has absolutely been he's been great.
He's been
He
great.
he has absolutely been great this year. But again, the playoffs are a different animal. And defensive pressure is going to be different. He's going to see some schemes behind Cade that he didn't see all season long. So that's going to be interesting to see. And that toughness, Isaiah Stewart is tough. That's great, but he can't get a bucket when it
He
counts.
can't. He is the male Angel Reese.
Shout out to Angel Reese, who was traded to
Shout
the
out.
Atlanta
Oh yes,
Dream
yes, yes,
yesterday.
yes.
And they sold out her jersey in 2 hours in
Crazy.
Atlanta. All right, that's
That
crazy.
just that just but that just shows Keisha. I was trying to explain to Keisha. I was trying to tell Keisha Aloysius Carter
Tough.
that
Aloysius.
that that
These names, Jesus.
Angel Reese is that girl. You don't have to be a super. She's just like she has it. She has that aura that the fans love her.
The WWE calls it the
She's
pop.
going. She's going to
Right.
do well in Atlanta.
She
Oh
will.
yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
think her career is going to be rejuvenated in Atlanta. There's a coach down there that knows what they're doing,
Here she.
Mhm.
and I think she's going to be better. Y'all
So
was
I
wrong
don't
about
think.
Angel Reese. She ain't coming to New York.
No,
We
no,
knew
no,
she
no, no,
was.
no, no. No, we knew she wasn't getting traded to New York, but we
We
was talking about her becoming a free agent.
right and coming to New York. Now we know she was. We knew she was getting out of Chicago. We knew that was happening. We all called that. We knew she was not going to be in Chicago anymore. You said God
Wait,
answers prayers. You
wait,
stop being a hater, Keisha. She just don't want it in
wait.
New York.
So back to the NBA. Can I ask a question? What do y'all think about this player politicking for the MVP award?
I think it's the corniest thing on the face of the earth. And these
Are y'all
NBA
speaking about Victor Wembanyama?
I,
media
I didn't
punks are
I
some of the
didn't want to say
softest
no
people.
names.
Listen, we call names on this podcast. And Pierre, yes, I did watch Jenkins at St. John's, but you got to remember, as good as he was at St. John's, he didn't project to be what he's become in the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
Now, listen, he got a chance to play for Rick Pitino, but remember, he was also playing with R.J. Lewis last year, who was clearly the star of the team.
And this is what because this is what I don't like about people. It's not that we don't watch them, but most of us here have played organized ball and we understand the difference of systems. There are things that you do well with in college that necessarily won't matriculate when you that was an L Butler word. When you get to when you get when you get to the NBA.
That was a Dr. Butler word.
Right.
Remember,
Oh
he's
my
a
bad.
doctor. That was a
Right.
Dr.
Right.
Butler
That was a
word.
Dr. Butler word. When you
I'm going
get
to
when
get
you
some ginger ale.
when you when you get to the NBA. So it's not that we don't. It's like they might be a good solid role player, but we don't expect them to. You know what I'm saying? And Jenkins was just one of them. Sorry.
If that's not
I
their
mean, listen,
job at that
right.
time, if their job
Right.
is to sit corner, then you got to sit corner. You can't just be like,
Right.
I'm bringing this
And
one
Rick
up.
Pitino is the ultimate system coach.
System.
When you play for Pitino, you play within that system or you don't play.
Yep.
Calipari, Smith.
Yeah.
What was homeboy from Indiana that used to throw the chairs? Bobby Knight.
Bobby Knight.
Yeah, like
they're
those
system
were
coaches.
system coaches.
Yeah, they're all system coaches.
Oh, and my
listen,
boy from Michigan State, Tom Izzo.
the only person that was able to contain Michael Jordan was Dean Smith.
Right.
Mike played for Dean Smith. That tells you Mike, and this is why when I look at some people when they try to talk about Mike and they're like, "Oh, Mike, he didn't need a system." Everybody needs a system.
Everybody needs a. And here's the thing, and this is what people don't know. That's how I know they don't be real ball players. Mike was not the superstar.
No.
Sam Perkins and James Worthy were.
That was their team.
That
exactly.
was their team.
That was their team. They were the upperclassmen and they were the All-Americans.
All right. Right. Even going what got Mike over was that shot against Georgetown.
Yep.
It was like, oh, you do got the clutch
Like,
gene.
oh, the freshman. Okay.
Right. Exactly.
He got the clutch gene. It is.
Exactly. And that's what put him on the radar of, okay, Mr. Jordan is going to do something. And I mean, and look at that. He went to the NBA and
it was that, and then also remember that, and then the 84 Olympics as well put him over as well.
Right.
Because he dominated in the 84 Olympics.
Yes, he did. And that was the last time they won up until the Dream Team.
Yep. He had to come back and win it again.
Yeah.
My man said, I got to go back.
I got to go. Right.
I got to go back. Him, Patrick, and them, they had to go back to win it again.
Exactly. Because Danny Manning and them.
What'd you say, George?
Can we get back to dog in the Spurs? I'd really like the dog in the Spurs.
Oh, you just feel like dog in the Spurs? Okay,
Yeah.
Go for it. Go for it, George.
Yeah.
He wants to dog in the Spurs tonight.
So are we going to start with the guy begging for the MVP?
Well, Dre brought him up. Dre brought him up.
I mean, I'm not going to.
You've been wanting to get this off your chest.
Get it off your chest, because we got a lot to get to tonight.
I mean, outside of the fact that he's begging for the MVP, while they've already given him the Defensive Player of the Year, and he's giving up 40 points to Nikola Jokic. I don't know how many Defensive Players of the Year
That's true, Justin.
get 40 put on their head in a loss, but he could.
What's his name? Gobert.
Yeah.
Oh, so another French big man, another croissant. Anyway,
Another
It's a
croissant.
French thing, exactly.
another croissant.
He calls him a croissant.
Did you just call that man a All
He sure did. He called that man a croissant.
So I'm gonna say this and then y'all can hash it out. I believe that the media has some sort of fascination with the Spurs, and they have this like convenient amnesia of forgetting that no one skips the process in the NBA. You could go ahead of schedule, but you don't skip the process when you get to them playoffs.
That's true.
Right.
All of,
That's
so
true.
like
That's
I
absolutely true.
understand the smoke
That's absolutely
from I understand the smoke from you know what I'm saying? It's the thunder against the world. But when people try to bring the Spurs into that same category, I'm like, how, like, what are we doing?
The Spurs have had a strong season.
The Thunder had to go through it. The Thunder had to go through it, getting beat when everybody had them as the favorites. The Celtics had to go through it, getting beat. Everybody has their process that they got to go through. And the Spurs are not going to skip the line.
Yo,
Willie?
get out of here, man. Come on, man. This
Uh-oh,
is
here we go.
basketball we talking about, man. We're not talking about 80s
Willie,
basketball, man.
Willie, who
Come
skipped
on,
the line?
dude. No, I
Willie,
can't. I disagree
Willie.
with that, man.
All right,
I disagree with
let
that.
me just ask you this, and you can say what you got to say. What NBA team has gone from worst to first and just won the title without going through a process of a couple years of having some heartbreaking losses before they had their chance to win that title?
The 79 Lakers with Magic Johnson. He came straight out of college and won the championship.
That don't count. Kareem was the star of that team. Cut it out.
It doesn't matter. He skipped the process. He didn't have to wait. That doesn't matter. That's not what you asked. You said what team?
They were a playoff team that year before, though, Willie. It's
But
not
they didn't
like,
skip the Magic. Magic
let me-
skipped the
can I-
process.
No, Magic
He
is
won a
one
chip.
person. He's talking about a team.
Listen,
Can I
Go
interject?
ahead, J Mac.
Let's just, but it's not Wemby's first year. though. Let's be
exactly.
honest.
Like, come on,
No
yo.
goodness.
First year in the playoffs.
This is like his third year in the league.
So he's supposed to wait. He's supposed to wait for another team to win the title. That's what you're saying. He's supposed to
I'm not
wait.
He's been in the league for 3 years.
I'm
bro.
not saying
Let's
he's
forget
supposed
that.
to wait.
He's not a rookie.
It's just the way
Listen,
the NBA
I got a team
works.
of young thoroughbreds with me that don't care about nobody but winning. You think I'm gonna wait for a process because I got a potential defending champion
You know
and
how
I got a
many-
two-time
do you
MVP
know how
standing in
many
front of me?
people-
Chill.
do
I'm
you
not
know
there.
how
I'm not
many-
trying to hear that.
Do you know
He's
how
not
many people
saying
felt
you
the
gotta
same-
wait.
Hold on, Rumble. Do you know how many people felt the same exact way about Jason Tatum when he had a low Caesar? Do you remember that? Do you remember
Low
Jason
Se-
Tatum? and
low
Jaylen
Caesar
Brown
Tatum.
back then?
I didn't
They
like
felt
him.
the same exact way, and they won mad games. But when the
And what
rubber
happened?
met the road,
And he ran into LeBron Ramon James.
you're going home. You're not skipping the process. You've
I
never
don't
been
see
here
it.
before.
I don't
You've
care
never
what you
had to
say.
look- You've never
Somebody
had
got to
look a
beat
man
the
in
San Antonio
eyes
Spurs for a
and beat
straight
him.
time.
You've never had to look a man in the eyes and beat him 4 times before. The only person on that team with playoff experience is Harrison freaking Barnes. They're going home.
And
Okay.
and
We'll
that's
revisit
the,
this. We'll
and-
revisit
and-
this conversation when they're in
and-
the WCF.
and that's the thing.
I
That's
think
the
San
thing.
Antonio is going to lose, but it's going to be a 7-game series.
Listen,
They're not beating them. It's going to be.
I don't
7
think
games.
Wemby is not a player that I see winning a title.
Thank
At all.
Thank you.
You said at
Thank
all?
you.
You saying
At
at all, L?
all.
Thank you.
Whoa,
I
wow.
agree.
He's
At
not.
all?
Wemby's not going to
That's
win
what
a
he said. He
title.
said it all.
At all.
Wait, his whole
At all.
career?
His
Yup.
whole career.
He's
I
not
don't
winning.
see
that.
Nah.
yo,
NBA
listen,
ain't gonna let that
listen.
happen.
I don't
I'm
even see him
gonna
playing
piss you.
before-
I'm gonna piss you off. I
First of
guarantee
all-
he get one. He gonna get one before Brunson.
First of all, I don't see Wemby staying healthy too long.
Thank you. Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay,
Thank
seven.
you.
I do
He's
agree.
gonna
7 foot
have-
5.
he's-
7 foot 5
He's
and
gonna
that
have
skinny.
he's
Yeah,
gonna
7
have a
foot 5
Yao
and that
Ming
skinny.
career.
He's going to have a Yao
career.
Ming career
Yup.
and
Sean Bradley.
let's just be honest. Porzingis got lucky because he's another one. Porzingis got lucky.
But Wemby
Yeah,
may have an
but
advantage in the fact that
Wemby-
Wemby's never going to be a
Wemby-
banger. Wemby's never going to be a
Wemby
banger.
has a different skill set than
Yeah,
those
that's what I'm
big
saying.
men.
He's never
Wemby's
he's
not,
never going to be a
Wemby's
banger.
not
So
a traditional big man.
Yeah.
We've never seen a big man take
I don't
a step
see
back
him winning a
threes like
title
this.
in his career. I just don't see it.
Nah,
I
he's
don't-
gonna win one. He's
Come on,
gonna come out.
man.
And this
Y'all
The
Met
crazy.
NBA
fan,
not gonna let
this
him not
Met
win it.
fan over here talking about he gonna get one before Brunson. I think your daughter goes to the WNBA and gets one before Brunson. I don't think Brunson is getting a ring. I honestly don't think Brunson is ever going to get a ring. I don't see the Knicks getting a ring no time soon. And
And they
here's
ain't
the reason
skipped no
why.
process. So what's the problem?
And I'm gonna tell you why I don't think Brunson's gonna get a ring.
Why are you so
Brunson's
hard on the
not gonna get a
Knicks?
ring because he will not play the game that is necessary for him to play for him to get a ring. At the end of the day, if they run that offense the way they need to run that offense through Cat, that team is unstoppable. They're not running that offense through Cat.
Well, tell Cat stop acting like he's
Well,
scared of the moment.
that's not on Cat. That's on the coach.
That's
Tell
on the
tell
coach. That's
tell
on the
Cat
coach,
stop
and that's
acting
on
Tell
like
him
he's
stop
Brunson.
scared of
playing zesty.
When you see this squad come out the gate, and I'm not a Brunson hater. Please don't translate it as such. I appreciate what he's done for the team. At the end of the day, he's just like Thibodeau, not willing to adjust. My nigga, run the game, run up and down the court. He doesn't like to run up and down the court. He wants to play a half court game for 94 feet. I understand it. He won't even come across the half court line at a faster pace.
He's Carmelo Anthony Jr.
I
No,
agree.
no.
I
Carmelo plays
I
faster
think
than
from
Brunson.
from from the outside looking in,
ISO ball, 23 and a half seconds.
I think y'all are frustrated with the Knicks because they should have made the finals last year, and y'all is
No, no,
looking
no,
at
no,
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 I
no,
don't
no,
think I
no,
don't think
no,
that. Don't put
no.
me in that
I'm
conversation.
frustrated. I'm frustrated with this Nick team because I'm looking at the whole mentality of this dude, Jalen Brunson. We're around here calling Cat soft when Kendrick Perkins pressed him on his show. He pressed him on his show, and he showed no level of toughness. None. All he want to do is dribble the ball 60 times in a 24-second period.
Well, Perk got the cachet to press somebody on show. He got a chip.
Oh
Pressed
no,
him.
the problem wasn't Perk pressing him. We were glad Perk pressed him. It was Jalen's answer. Jalen's response was the problem.
Yo, Jalen sat on that couch on his show like a deer in headlights.
Because well, we talked about this. Jalen is trying to. Somebody's gotten in his ear and has made him about being marketable. You're in New York. You're the quote unquote face of the franchise. You're the captain, and so you've got to be PG with your responses to certain things.
In New
Because
York, you ain't marketable unless you win.
listen,
And
that
being
that
and
that's
being
not.
that he wants to play it safe, he's watched Boston creep right back in front of him.
I think you guys are going to be pleasantly surprised when the playoffs start.
I doubt it.
I think you guys are really going to be pleasantly surprised.
I seriously doubt it.
I went on and I put it in our church guys group chat, but I went on and I took some stuff from Brunson, his college career as well as his pro career, and I plugged it in the chat GPT so I could just get an idea of what the AI had to say about the differences between Brunson at Villanova and Brunson as a pro, especially in New York, are. And even the chat noticed, just based upon the clips that I put in and his numbers overall, that he went from being a system style player who was more a facilitator and
To a
that worked
primary
at
option.
Villanova
To
to
a
being the
primary
number
option.
one option.
Yeah, come
And
on.
in that he has essentially lost his edge as a facilitator. Is it still there? Yes, because there's still flashes of it. We see it. Last night, 30 and 13. But
But do you remember about 2 years ago we had this discussion about the fact that Brunson, that the NBA is guard centric. We had this discussion like two years ago, and it's guard centric, and that
yep.
all the teams now are gravitating to the point guard being the facilitator, the lead scorer. We talked about this, and that's
They
what
want
they
the they
wanted
want
in
the
New
they
York.
want the point guard to be the QB.
Yeah.
That's
But
what they
J
want
Mac,
in New York.
but J Mac,
Yes,
but
yes.
the difference in Jalen
Vicious as
Brunson
captain
being
got
a
to his head.
PG and Luca being a PG is an astronomical difference because we're talking about size. We're not necessarily talking about skill because they're both skillful players. But size matters in that PG position right now because if you can turn a
It's the
PG's
era
back
of
to
the
the basket,
it's the era of the
yeah,
big guard. It's the era of the
yeah,
big
you
guard.
got to be able to back a guard down. And Jalen can't do that in a playoff setting, in a half court setting. That's a problem there. You know what I'm saying?
Jalen doesn't.
Oh, I
But see,
agree. Oh, no, no, no.
Jalen doesn't
I
need to
agree
have a.
1000% with that. With
I'll be
that
the
take.
first to say
I'm
Jalen
just
Brunson
telling
off
you.
the ball is better than Jalen Brunson on the ball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just
man.
telling you what New York wants to do. I agree with you. I'm just telling you that New York wants that offense run like that. They don't. And listen, and I hear what L is saying about Cat, but Cat don't want the offense run through him.
Nah, he
See,
don't.
Cat shies
He don't
away
want
from
that
it.
smoke. He don't want
I
that smoke.
He
I
don't
don't know if
want
I
I
it.
agree with that.
disagree.
Yeah, I don't know if I agree with that.
I
Well,
disagree.
okay,
Especially
okay,
I
okay,
disagree. When
especially
you
okay.
watch
You
Cat,
just let me
when
make
you
my
watch
point.
Cat in games where Jalen is not playing and they running that offense,
dude
and
had a
he
triple
first,
double last game. Jalen didn't play.
yo, like,
Dude had a triple double.
But
But
you're not
hold
getting
on,
what
hold on,
I'm
hold on, hold on.
saying.
Jay, hold on, hold on.
You're not getting what I'm saying. What you just made my point. He's able to do it when the lights are not on. But when the lights are on and Jalen is out there, he wants to drive the ball from the top of the key. This is what he wants to do.
the
He
reason
doesn't
for
play the
that,
same. He
the
doesn't.
reason for that, Jay, is because your man is dribbling the ball 90
Nah,
times, and the first thing he's doing is he's trying to dribble into the hole.
D-Lo. D'Lo, you gave the stat the last time I was on about
Usage
touches.
rate. Usage rate.
That man gets plenty of touches now. Come on, D'Lo. Come on,
Cat.
don't shy away
Oh,
from that.
Cat?
No, no,
That
I'm
man,
not. I'm,
No,
I'm,
no,
I'm
no, no,
not.
no. I'm
The
not
numbers are the
disagreeing.
numbers. The numbers are the numbers.
Wait. I'm not disagreeing that Cat gets plenty of touches. What
he
I'm
gets
saying to you,
plenty of touches.
what I'm saying to you is we would see I would much rather see an inside out than an outside in Cat,
I mean that's old school. I mean
right? But
But that's old school. That's the point I'm
that's old
we
school.
making.
can't, no.
Nobody plays that way.
Do you realize that we have seen an inside out Cat, and every time we've seen an inside out Cat game, we've won those games?
The,
But
not for nothing.
against
The Knicks are
what
better
teams
playing that
though?
way. To be honest, the Knicks are
But D'Lo,
better playing that way.
against what teams
But
is
J
he
Mac is right.
doing this against?
Yep.
Is he doing this against over 500 playoff teams, or is he doing this against the Washington Wizards? That's what you got to go into the numbers for. Yes, he plays well, but against who? Who is he doing that against? Because
Since the All Star break,
the
Cat's numbers
games
have been
he's
better.
had those good games are the teams that he's done it against are not playoff teams.
But those are teams that he's supposed to dominate because
But
he's
that's
bigger.
my point. Where is it when it's the teams he's supposed when it's a playoff team, when
Because
it's a
they don't
contender? I don't see those numbers.
because they don't run the offense that way when it's a 500 plus team. And nine times out of 10 when it's a 500 plus team, Jalen is out there trying to be captain. I got it all. That's how it goes.
D-Lo,
Jalen's out there running the
D-Lo,
point,
haven't we
and
talked about
he's and
OG's numbers? That OG disappears. His shooting percentage is way off. When they've tried to go to him, he'll shoot a 3 for 13. We've seen it. Come on,
We
y'all.
have, but recently, especially in the second half of the season, OG has been great. The Knicks are 24-5 when OG has more than 20 points. 24-5, which tells you when he's engaged in trying to be a scorer as well as being a lockdown defender,
Wait,
then
wait,
the Knicks are that much better.
Brunson got to
wait.
move the ball around.
I
Brunson has
agree
to
with
stop
that.
trying to be a 40-point player a game. He has to
I
stop that.
agree with it. But again, Cat has to assert
Keisha,
himself
shut up.
too. He's getting the
Wait,
touches, but he's not asserting himself in those games.
wait.
He
So
has to assert himself.
I have something that said on social media, and it's by one of our viewers. He posted this a day ago. Where are the Brunson haters now? Don't
Pierre.
cheer him now. keep that same hateful energy.
That's
30
Pierre
point,
McMillan.
oh,
That's Pierre.
30 points and 13 dimes. Big fourth quarter. But he's bad for the team, right? Let's go Knicks.
That was Pierre McMillan.
Brunson is not bad for the team. I'm not going to say that. But what I will say, I do think that there are times where he takes more pressure on himself than he should.
I
I
agree
think
with that.
And
I
Yes.
think
and
that
I think
when
it's a
you
confluence of things that are happening in that locker room that create
Said
that.
it. Said it again, D-Lo. Said it again, D-Lo.
He takes more pressure on himself than he should.
He's
And
the
there's a
captain.
confluence.
I don't want to hear that he's a
He's a
captain.
captain. He's the
I don't want to hear
captain.
that he's a
He's supposed to
captain.
take it.
Can
He's
I
He
the
fin-
shouldn't be the
captain.
can I
captain.
finish the
They
thought?
gave him 10. How,
Can
how
I
much was his contract?
can I finish
How
the
much
thought?
was his contract?
Willie, let me finish the thought though.
Go ahead,
Because
bro.
you're right, he is the captain. But here's the thing with that though.
He shouldn't be the
Part
captain.
Let me finish. Part of being the captain is about being a leader. And
Making the rest of the team better.
leadership is not always about taking the most shots. Are you the clutch player of the year? Absolutely. And I respect the fact that he wants the pressure. However, you took the pay cut so this team could surround you with guys whom, number one, players Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, that you trust. Guys like OG who can cover up your mistakes. Guys like Cat who give you a big to get the ball to. A bench guys like Deuce and Shamit who can make big shots. The captain has to then instill trust in those guys as well. He's got to be the one that goes out, and if he makes a pass to the corner and Mikal passes up a wide, like oh my God, I was yelling at my TV last night. That
Okay,
fast
because
break,
that's where I'm going. I'm
that
like,
3-on-2
we just
break
gonna
when
gloss over
Mikal kicked
Mikal
it back
Bridges'
out
play the
for a
last
three.
few weeks?
I'm like, what are you doing? It's a 3-on-2. Dive to the basket.
We gonna
The
gloss over
captain has to
Mikal
pull him
Bridges' play?
aside at the next dead ball and go to the basket and shoot the thing. Don't give it back to me. Go to the rack. But he's
I'm
not
not
doing
just
that part of the captain.
I'm
So
not
I
just
respect the fact that he takes on the pressure of being the
listen.
guy. But part of being the guy is, like Mike, getting in guys' faces and going, look, shoot the ball. Take
Listen.
that shot.
I'm
I
not just
passed it to
going
you
at
because I believe you can make it. Take
I'm
that
not
shot.
just I'm not just going at Brunson. I think you know what? Let me just say this right now. Let me just say this right now. I hate the NBA the way that it is right now. I think it sucks. I hate this NBA. I don't like it. I don't enjoy it. I hate all of the handshaking. I hate the kumbaya moments
You just want everybody to fight.
I hate it. I don't want them to fight. I just want them to have a little more edge to them. None of them look like they have any kind of urgency when it comes to winning. These guys are about their checks. They're about endorsements. They're about yo. I mean, which leads me to another point, right? Because these guys do not even feel like championships are important anymore. They don't even feel like the championship is important
Oh yeah,
anymore.
because you got a group of players from the mid 2010s, their predecessors that are teaching them that ring culture is not important, which I think is stupid because I'm like, what else are we playing for? But
They
you
don't
You
know,
even
playing
feel.
for marketing. You
No,
playing
no,
for a
no,
I
no,
sales.
don't
no,
like
You
no.
this
playing for a
NBA.
clothing line.
These guys talk to they talk to their opponents more than they talk to each other on the court.
I mean, we're all ball players here. We played every game to win, so you can't sell me on the fact that ring culture. Am I gonna win every game? Probably not. I'm mature enough to understand that,
I don't like
but
this NBA.
I
I don't
want to
like
win.
this.
If
I
I'm
don't
in the
like this
NBA,
NBA.
I
I
want to
don't
win a
like this. I
championship.
don't like this
If
sports.
Dre's in the NBA, Dre, you want a ring, don't you?
That's
I
what
don't
no,
like
that
this.
no,
I don't
that's
like this sport culture. This sport culture that names team members captains and they haven't done nothing.
well, I
They
mean,
haven't done it.
you have to have a captain, Al.
That you do have to have a captain.
You have to have a
There's
captain.
got to be a leader in the
No,
locker room.
no.
There's
You
got to
have
be
to
a
You
have
leader in
do
the
a
have a
locker room.
captain.
coach. You have to have a coach, and you have
Yeah,
and you give
but
that you put
somebody
that
has to
seat. Y'all don't want to let me finish. Y'all don't want to let me
somebody
finish.
has to speak on the floor, bro.
Put
When
that
the
the
coach is
point guard
not
is the
there.
point guard. You put that C on the individual that is a proven winner. Derek
So
Jeter
they gave
was a
Patrick Ewing the C, and he didn't win nothing.
Then he should have got it. Derek Jeter is a proven winner.
They gave it to Reggie Miller on the Pacers. He didn't win nothing. Reggie
He
Miller
went
had
to
the
the
C on his
finals.
jersey.
He went to the
I'm
finals.
talking about
Patrick Ewing
before
went to the
before
finals
Patrick Ewing
I'm
twice.
went to
talking
the
about before
finals.
I'm talking about
Twice.
before he went to the finals. Reggie Miller had the C. Before Ewing went to the finals, he had the C,
Correct.
which goes to Dave's
No,
point.
before
You
Ewing
gotta
went to
have a
the finals,
captain.
he was a co-captain. Matter of fact, Ewing was always a
No,
co-captain.
he was a captain before he was a co. Ask D'Lo. He was a captain before Oakley got here. Then when Oakley got here, they made him co-captain. Ewing
Patino,
was the captain first.
yeah, they made him
Ewing was the
cap.
captain
They
first.
made Ewing captain in Mark Jackson's rookie year.
So
Yes, he
so
was the
here,
captain
here,
first.
here's my thing. Here's my thing.
Yeah, let's do that
Uh,
because we got to
I, I
pivot.
I feel like the NBA is doing what the WWE is doing. It's killing kayfabe. I feel like we we I
Don't
didn't
kill
know.
kayfabe. We
And
like kayfabe.
here's why I say that. Anybody that knows me knows I was a big Michael Jordan fan growing up. Humongous, bigger than LeBron James, and I didn't know him and Charles Oakley were best friends.
Right, you didn't know that.
I did not know that until years later. I found that out that during that time they were best friends. And my thing is, I love all of y'all on here, but if we on the basketball court,
I'm trying to kill you.
Yeah.
I will
I'm trying to
wash
kill
you.
you. I'm trying to kill you.
I don't,
Absolutely.
I don't,
But
I
we
don't,
but
I
we
don't,
all come from that
I
era.
care.
We're
This
all
Right.
era is
from
So,
that
not
so,
though.
like that,
so
bro.
I get what L is saying. Like, it's just like, yo, my thing is Michael Jordan only got those endorsements. Matter of fact, let's go before him. Why did Larry Bird and Magic get them endorsements? Because they were proven winners. Converse was like, oh, these niggas is going back and forth, championship. Oh, all right, they're good to market our brand. I agree with L. These
Just
dudes
ask EA Sports. They built the
right.
entire NBA Live franchise off of Lakers versus Celtics.
Versus right, exactly. So my thing is, and wasn't it Bulls versus Lakers too?
Yeah,
Didn't they have a
It
Bulls
was
Lakers?
first.
Boxing
once,
was
It
once,
was.
crazy.
It
once,
was.
once
It was
Mike took
first.
over, it
Bird.
became Bull
It was.
versus.
It was first Bird versus Magic.
Yep.
Magic.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was a
Yep.
one-on-one game.
Yeah,
Yep.
that was the one on. Yeah, I remember that. So my thing is,
Yep.
I agree with that. If the media, and I'm not saying ring culture determines everything, but I feel like because everybody's not going to win one,
No,
unfortunately.
of course not.
Everybody's not going to win one, but I feel like
It should still be a
even though,
goal.
even though Reggie Miller didn't win one, he has the respect that he has because you knew he was trying to kill you every night.
Every time, every night.
You
Every
knew,
time.
Yep.
you knew he was trying to kill you. Same thing before,
And
even though
Pat, for that matter.
I was
And
gonna say
Pat, for that matter.
Patrick
yeah,
Ewing. Yeah,
They was
you knew
trying
they
to
was trying
kill
to
you.
kill you.
And here's what I'm saying. This culture, that mentality, and all of us have played sports. That mentality, it compromises your ability to really win a game.
I agree. You're right.
I
You're right.
absolutely agree with that
It
You're right.
because
compromises your ability to win a game.
You're
You
right.
can't because the only way that you really want to win is if you become my enemy.
Yeah.
I will
So do
stop
you do
at
you
nothing
do you agree
before.
with what Jeff Van Gundy said that Michael Jordan befriended the players so that he could get an edge? Do you
And what
agree
Whatever
with
happened?
you
that?
gotta do.
And what Michael Jordan did? Drop 50 on him. Yeah,
he
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 dropped
he said, "Oh, is that what
55.
you think? Let me show you something."
He's like, he
Yo,
was like,
but they don't
to do
have they
that.
have no edge
What?
whatsoever. It's the
I agree.
same thing Shaq said to Cat. When Shaq pressed Cat, it was like,
But
yo,
that goes to my point. Cat don't have what you looking for from Cat L. Cat ain't
He
got it
ain't,
there. That's the
And
point I'm saying
and
to
the
but
you.
you
and
know
this is why I think people kind of respect Wemby and Anthony Edwards because
because
it's
they
like,
don't
yo,
care.
they don't care.
They trying to kill you. They still trying to
They
kill you. They still trying to kill you.
Cat
I
actually
agree.
cares,
I agree.
and
I
that's the
agree with
wrong
L.
attitude that player having playing in New York. You can't care when you play here. You can't.
That's
You
true.
can't
and
win
Yeah,
and
when you
that's
play
why
yeah.
in
and
New
that's why
York.
I found it so interesting. Like you said, with Big Perk, pressing Brunson, and then Chuck and Shaq at different points pressing
Pressing
Cat.
Cat.
You watch the Peacock broadcast. You see Tracy McGrady and Vince Carter in Cat's ear. Like, these are guys that are trying. They see something in him. Like, you could be the most dominant big in the history of this game. Like,
Time
get a
out.
killer
Time
But
out.
they
instinct,
And
bro.
also
time
see
out. And
that
time out.
something,
And
but they
even if you
also
don't
see that
want to,
something is missing. They
Yeah,
even
see
they
if
that
see
you,
it,
something is
even
and
missing.
they're trying to
even if you
instill it
don't want to
in him.
respond, even if you don't want to respond right there on the spot, respond in your game.
Yeah, but
Right.
this, like,
They
see,
not
for
even
me,
responding in their game.
yo, L, I agree. I agree with you. Now, what I'll say about that last gesture with T Mac and Vince Carter and Cat's ear, those are bad examples, like, for me. Because, like you said before, and like J Mac said before, they ain't never won nothing for them to get into somebody's ear to tell them how to win. You understand what I'm saying?
No,
So,
I
but wait,
disagree
hold
with
on, hold
that
on, hold on, hold
because
on, hold on,
individually
hold
they
on.
both know how to be dominant.
Yeah, but hold on. But they still was dominant that didn't win anything. You understand what I'm
Is
saying?
that
Like,
solely on them, or is that
yes,
partially injuries?
yes,
Is it
yes,
part?
because
No,
they
it's
were
not, Willie.
they were
That's
listen,
not a fair assessment.
you're not letting me finish. There has to be for a championship or anything like that. Has to be a diabolical obsession to win. Michael Jordan had a diabolical obsession to win. Kobe
Kobe.
Bryant, Shaq, they had diabolical obsessions. Like nothing was going to stop them
Even
from
Tim
Shaq,
winning.
Duncan, we
Shaq
don't we
didn't.
don't we don't like to include him, but Tim Duncan had it too.
Tim
He
Duncan
just didn't
too.
Tim
Yeah.
spend it like
Duncan.
them. Yes.
Like,
Let's name the
those are
names,
bad
y'all. Let's
examples.
name
Now,
the
if you tell
names.
me,
Tim Duncan,
right,
Olajuwon, Magic
even
Johnson, Larry
LeBron to a
Bird.
degree. Even LeBron to a degree. He at one
I'll agree
point
with that.
was losing his hair. His hair was falling out because
That's
he had an obsession.
that's
He
hereditary,
had to
man.
win. You know what I'm saying? D Wade, obsession with it. It drove them nuts when they did not win. So with a team like let's either use the Knicks or any other team that
Use the Knicks. Use the
right.
Knicks. Because as soon as they get bumped out the playoffs, Josh and Jaden are on a family vacation.
Yeah, that's crazy.
The very
That's
moment.
crazy. That's crazy. And like you let a team like right now. Like we was talking like last year, right? Last year's playoffs, and I was saying, yo, Detroit this, Detroit that. And the minute I said when they got bumped, everybody's going, yo, it's gonna happen. I said, no, Detroit is gonna remember this and they're gonna come back crazier. Now look at them. They the number one seed and damn near got the overall best record in the league because they remembered. And what they did is what they went home and they created a diabolical obsession to win and beat those Knicks and beat whoever's in front of them. That's the kind of attitude you gotta have in order to win in any sport, not just basketball in general.
In any sport, and let me add, in New York, it's necessary.
Yes, sir. Yes,
In
sir.
New York, you cannot have a passive aggressive attitude
No, you got to
about
be
it.
obsessed with it.
In New
But that's what
York,
I'm saying. That's what I was saying, L, about Cat. Cat is very, very passive aggressive. He's too passive aggressive
How
Let's think
about
to be
how
about
that
about
big
well,
how
and
let's think
about
still.
about let's think
how
about
about
let's think
he's
about
just
some of the
not passive
characteristics
aggressive.
before he even got to New York.
He's
Because
just
remember,
passive.
Yes,
Jimmy Butler was trashing him like, yo, this is what I came to Minnesota to play with.
yes.
Craziness. Now, bar Jimmy Butler ain't never win nothing, but there was an obsession there to get to a point where he could win. And he
Hold
went to
on, hold
Miami
on,
and
hold
went
on,
to the finals twice.
hold on. Jimmy Butler may not have won nothing, but let me tell you, that 2020 NBA Finals, he gained my respect.
Oh, yeah, but what I'm saying is his mentality was he was obsessed with
He's a
trying to
dog.
win.
He's a
He's a dog.
dog.
You know what I'm saying? It was
He's a
relentless. It
dog.
wasn't just something that he wasn't putting on no show in Minnesota. And then when he went to Philly and he talked trash about Ben Simmons, like, yo, this dude can't shoot. You gonna pick him over me? Okay, I'm out.
yo, your
I know
man,
what I want
yo,
to do.
Kendrick Perkins, yo, he gotta and all Jalen Brunson say, I just gotta let my game do what my game can do. I can't
No,
control.
And
That's not gonna win here.
What, son? Like, yo, do y'all know I stopped watching Roommates because of that? I don't even want to watch their podcast anymore because of that.
But let me ask you this, L. Do
What's
you
up,
think
cuz?
Cat got dog in him?
No.
He got cat in him.
come on.
Do you think right? Do you think you say run the offense to him? And I agree. But do you think Cat has dog in him?
D-Lo, meow
These, let
mix.
me let me say this to you. Let me say this to you, J Mac. The flashes of it that I've seen, I think that if it's facilitated the right way, we could see more of it and it would begin to develop even the more. Because we can't forget, it ain't like the dude is from Ohio somewhere.
He from
He's from right
Jersey.
across the water. So that I don't think he's far removed from being a dog. I
But he
think
hasn't. Did he show it in Minnesota though?
Did he show
Here's
that
my
in Kentucky?
here's the thing. Here's the thing. Just
Did
because
he
you from
show
a
it in
certain
Minnesota?
just because you from a certain area don't mean that you
It don't mean you a baller.
that
We know that. We know
you
that.
know. What I'm saying is it don't how many people from Brooklyn we know that's from Brooklyn, born and raised, but they soft like porridge.
Yeah.
I don't know
So,
many of those guys.
I
so,
know see
but
I know a lot of them.
I
But,
didn't
but
have I didn't
but
have too many of those guys
I
in my
know a lot of
life.
them.
Me neither.
Those of us who grew up in
I
the
know a lot
projects,
of
that
them.
don't count because we grew up in a different
I
environment.
grew up in the projects, bro.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't
Those of
I
us
don't
who that's what I'm saying. Those of us who grew up in the projects, we don't know too many of those guys because we grew up in an
The
environment where you
project,
had
bro,
to be.
projects don't mean nothing.
no.
Many
Don't
niggas
say it,
got
Dre.
knocked out
Don't
from the
say it,
PJ
Dre. Don't say
playing.
it, Dre. Don't
Playing.
say
I
it.
grew up in a house and knocked niggas from the PJs out. What are you
No,
talking about?
that's not what we're saying, Dre. That's not what's being said, Dre. That's not the point.
I'm
That's not
saying
what was
this.
You
being
you
said.
said you know some cats
how
with
did we
meow
get here,
mix.
guys?
Okay, and that's
No,
fine.
no,
You
no,
can.
no, no. I'm
I'm
just
just
saying because
saying.
this cat from Jersey City or
I,
Newark or
I
whatever.
grew up in Tilden, and it wasn't no cats with no meow mix where I grew up.
Till then, I
Tell
just
right, I grew up in Tilden.
Brownsville is a difference.
Listen, I grew up in private houses, but I hung out with dudes from the projects. I hung out with
Right.
dudes from the plaza. I hung out with dudes from Van Dyke.
Different,
I hung out with people from
but I,
Tilden. And I hung
but
out
what
with people from Brownsville Projects.
Right.
what I,
So,
So,
but
it's a
what
little
I'm saying
different.
is just because Cat is from, I think he's from Jersey City. Just because he's from Jersey City, it don't mean
Keisha
he
said he
got
lived
that.
in Princeton, though.
I
Hilarious.
I'm
believe that
looking at
Cat
the see.
has the
I'm looking at the court
potential.
and his history. I didn't. He did. This is how he's always played. He's
Right.
never played with
He's
an edge.
All
but
right.
let's be honest. Let's be honest. How many big men
30 more
outside of
seconds on this, guys. We got to pivot.
Kevin Garnett? How many big men in Minnesota had that dog in them?
Nobody other than Kevin Garnett.
Kevin
Exactly.
Garnett. It was Kevin Garnett, and that's it.
That was my point.
That's
My
it.
point is,
And that's why I
so
They
felt like
brought and
that's
they
why I felt
brought
like
Kevin.
that's
They
why I felt like
brought
Steph
Kevin
should have
Garnett.
stayed in Minnesota with Garnett. They would have won a championship.
They brought Kevin Garnett back to Minnesota to help bring the dog out of Cat.
It didn't work.
it still
And
didn't
it
work.
didn't
It
Right.
didn't
work.
work.
By that time, KG was a puppy. Like, come on, yo.
All I'm saying is, and I know we're
All
gonna
right,
move on.
we're
All I'm
pivoting.
saying is that I honestly don't believe that we are seeing the ball player that feels like winning is important and winning a championship is important. Case in point, the way that Jalen Brunson responds and the way that they respond after getting bumped out of the
Bishop Brooks is
playoffs.
still
The way they respond after getting up bumped out of the playoffs, it doesn't even hurt them. They go right back to
but bro,
daily life.
that's
They
the
go.
NBA. That's everybody. That ain't
because
just them.
basketball is
No,
not these
I'm getting ready to say the
this
same thing.
generation. It's not their
I'm
world.
getting ready to say the same
That's
thing about
it.
your man. I'm getting ready to say the same thing about your man, employee number 99 over there in the Bronx, who said
Who has been terrible so far this season, even though the Yankees are playing well as a team. He has
winning
been terrible so far.
a world baseball classic is way better than winning a World Series.
Yeah, I said
This
he's
guy,
crazy. I said
That's what
you
he
said
said.
this
That's
But
what
what
he
guy
did
is
Derek
said.
on
Jeter say
crack.
behind that?
George
Derek
would
Jeter
have
said that
Derek
comes from
Jeter
somebody who's
killed
never
that.
won a World Series.
George would have
That's what
fined
Derek
him
Jeter said.
for saying that garbage. If George was alive, he would have fined him for saying that garbage.
Derek Jeter was like, "What?" He
this is
said,
why we gotta get rid of him. I always said that he's the James Harden of baseball.
Wow,
Yo,
wow. I,
Listen,
I I've never seen El agree so quickly with Dre ever.
he is
By,
the
by the
James
way,
Harden
by the way, guys,
baseball.
I agree with L.
Wow.
I'm worried about. By the way, I agree with
El
L.
said, "That's it right there." James
I'm
Harden
very
baseball.
worried. I'm very worried about the
Absolutely.
first round. I'm very worried about the first round if the Knicks play Philadelphia this
Oh yeah,
time around.
Philadelphia is going to be
I'm
a tough
very
out this
worried.
year. This is not 3 years ago.
I'm very
Yeah,
worried
this is
about
not
that.
3 years ago. To
Yep.
Philly is that I told you on the beginning of the
They're
season that backcourt
healthy
is scary.
and they're healthy.
That
So
backcourt
now
is
They're
let me say
healthy.
this.
scary.
So let me say this before we pivot and move on. What happens if we get bumped in that first round?
Well,
We
I told
blow
you
it
weeks
Nothing.
up.
ago, Elvin, it was just you and I. I
Nothing.
mean,
We blow it up.
well, what
They're
happens?
not gonna blow it up.
They're
They're
not,
not
no,
Gonna
they're
gonna
not
blow
blow
going
it
to
it
blow
up.
up.
up. But Giannis Antetokounmpo
They're
will be a
not.
Knick next year if that happens.
They blowing it up.
Giannis will be a
They're
Knick
not
next
gonna
year if
blow
that
it
Would
up.
happens.
it be Mike Coach
Mike Brown.
Mike Brown's fault?
Nope, they're gonna keep him because he just got here.
So, but
Yeah,
I'm
and
They're
saying,
not getting rid of
and they're
Mike
still
Brown. They're
paying
not
Tibbs
getting
for
rid of
4
the
more
team.
years. Right, they're
would
paying
I tell
Tibbs
you what's
$12 million
gonna
for 4
happen.
more years.
I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. That Villanova Knicks thing is out the window.
That been gone.
When they traded DiVincenzo, that was the
I was
end of
about
that.
to say that when
When they traded Dante, that was
But
the
you
end of that.
can't
yeah, it
trade
was over.
Bridges. You who you getting rid of Bridges for? You have to package him with somebody.
Yeah,
They're
a
not
You
gonna
third
just
trade
round,
gave
Bridges
a,
straight
Bridges an
up.
extension.
a
You just
third
gave
round
Bridges an
pick.
extension.
What
Right.
that mean? How many times we seen players get extensions and they get traded?
Yeah, but they're not gonna take Bridges
It's
at
Hey,
50
No,
we
million.
saw Coach.
nobody is
We
taking
saw Coach
Bridges at
get.
that money.
I
We
feel
saw
you.
No.
Coach get an extension and get fired
The
last
Knicks are
year.
stuck
Right,
with
right,
Bridges.
exactly, exactly.
The Knicks are stuck with Bridges. They're
Oh,
stuck with him.
all
I
right.
hear
What we
you.
on? What we on to next, D?
Yeah. Moving on. Y'all again. Thank y'all. I know y'all. Some of y'all just love basketball. Listen, Sunday is final day of the NBA regular season. Next Tuesday will be our playoff prediction show. So y'all
So
join
what?
us
Kobe
next
said
Tuesday.
that he won a title already.
All right, we off of basketball. We off of
No,
basketball.
well, you put the comment up there. You
The
know,
comment was
Willie.
still up while I was talking, so I'm no more basketball comments. We out. But we basketball. Our playoff prediction show will be next Tuesday. Next Tuesday will be the beginning of the play-in tournament as well. So there'll be some games going on as well. Sunday is the last day of the regular season, and then we'll be back Tuesday having an argument over where these teams are going to end up in June. So we'll have that conversation next Tuesday at 9. Pivoting. I wanted to talk about Gino and Dawn, but we don't have time for that today. Gino apparently apologized to Dawn today, so it's water under the bridge now. Pivoting down to Stanford, where there's the headquarters of a little company called World Wrestling Entertainment.
The E.
Lot going on. Last night we saw CM Punk drop what many are calling Pipe Bomb 2026. But I want to start someplace else today. J-Mac
Thank
doesn't
God.
agree. J-Mac, you got the floor.
No. I agree that pipe bomb was sick.
What?
It was. I
Rumble
agree
doesn't
that-
agree.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm sorry. You're right.
wait,
Rumble
wait,
doesn't
wait,
agree.
wait,
It was
wait,
Rumble.
wait,
It was you,
doesn't
Rumble.
agree.
Rumble doesn't agree.
Wait, for all my hip hop heads. Remember in House Party when Play started rapping
It's the
and Kid,
PLAY. Just here to say hi. All
Kid
that.
was in the crowd and he was like, "Y'all like this prehistoric?" That's how I felt with all of y'all comments calling this thing. All right, go to bed. Y'all, yeah, that's how I felt when I saw all y'all responses to that. Like, y'all like this prehistoric? Because here's the thing. He was saying all that. And my thing is, we know CM Punk. Phil. We know Phil is the guy. But let's be honest, he's ranting and the crowd is still chanting OTC.
No, they were going back and forth last night, brother.
Most of the time they were chanting
No,
OTC.
No, J-Mac, I did go back and watch it. In the beginning, it was firmly OTC. He did get the
Yes, but
crowd
it
back
went
on
back
his
and
side.
forth.
No.
He did get the crowd back on his side.
And then he said certain things, and the crowd said OTC, and then that's when he started saying, "Oh, but you boo me, but you cheer the guy." Like, I just feel like
You cheer the guy that isn't here, and then they got the big boos from there.
So here's the thing.
But again, if you go back and look,
I got the floor, Bishop.
Go ahead.
Do I
Go
interrupt you when you
ahead.
preaching, Bishop? I'm gonna come to your
Go
church.
ahead. Go ahead. Because you just gotta
Rumble.
defend this Roman Reigns guy. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no,
I
no.
can't
It's not.
wait, but go
No, no,
ahead.
no, 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 no. It's not that. It's not that. My thing is, I've always been a fan of. Even as a fan, I can still like someone else's work. I just feel like what Phil was doing is too repetitive. Now, when I did tune in to the promo and I was like, oh shoot, was when he hit the Pat McAfee TKO
No, no,
thing.
no, no, not Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee.
McAfee, yeah, right. Pat
I said,
McAfee.
oh, that's
Oh,
where we're
right.
going.
Right.
Okay.
So when he went there, I was like, oh, because here was the thing. Most of the stuff he was saying about Roman was false outside of the dog, the
The
dog
dog food
thing.
and calling
Right.
Vince a weird old man was gold. I'm
Well,
sorry.
yeah. I mean,
That was
I mean,
gold.
I mean, but it's something he said already. Like I'm not enamored by that. But for you
Can
to
I can
lie,
I inter, can I interject right
go
here?
ahead.
You
Go
gonna
ahead.
tell me that line that he dropped about Roman having 10 WrestleManias and 8 of them don't nobody remembers? You gonna tell me that line that he repeated that before? He's never said that before,
No, no,
and
no,
it was
no,
true.
no, no,
Cause you
no.
can't wait. Let me
no.
finish. You can't even tell me one of those first 8 WrestleManias
Yes, I
that he
can.
that he
What are you
main
talking
event.
about? Yes, I can. Brock Lesnar. What are you talking about?
Wow, Brock Lesnar.
Most
Wow,
of them
old
were
Brock
Brock
Lesnar.
Lesnar.
That
Most of them
that
are
that was
Brock
that
Lesnar.
match stood out. That match stood
No,
out.
no, 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 no. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. We know, and I've openly said that his big dog time was horrible. I've openly said I've never disagreed with that. But what we're not gonna act like is, hold on. What we not, and here's the thing. My thing is, why did Phil come back to WWE? If he
To make
loved
money.
my point, but if he loved WWE so much, why wasn't that his first choice as opposed to AEW? Because if he didn't get
Because
fired
he
at
couldn't
AEW,
stand Vince, because he couldn't stand Vince McMahon.
He
Vince
couldn't
was
my
still in
stand
charge at that point when AEW was
but
created.
my
Vince was still in
He
charge, but
couldn't stand Vince
he
McMahon.
couldn't
wasn't going
stand
back. While
Vince.
he was. If Vince was still in the company, he wouldn't
He
be
wouldn't
back.
be there
He wouldn't
I
now.
be back.
disagree
My
with
He
man
that.
said last night, I left because I had FU money.
And who was the F you toward, L?
he
Vince
couldn't
Vince,
McMahon.
we know that.
couldn't stand Vince
We know
because
that.
he couldn't stand Vince, and he had hit his ceiling that he realized he was not going to get past. There were people that was above him that unless he got in a match with them, he was not going to main event. He was not going to be the person that he
And he had
wanted to
just
be.
married a crazy Puerto Rican from Jersey. So I mean,
Right. So do I go home and lay with
Whose
my wife?
comeback
Do I
whose
go
comeback
home and lay with this?
has been horrible.
Do I go home and lay with this new Puerto Rican woman biblically, or do I come back here and open up main event? I think I'd rather know her biblically and have my money to myself. And then when the other guys come with the more money just for me to show up, they start strategizing and having me in Chicago every month.
listen, Tony Khan was is just throwing money at
They were
wrestlers.
in Chicago every month, D-Lo.
Yeah, it's true.
D-Lo, can I
Just
ask
so
you
he wouldn't
this?
have to
Can I ask
travel.
you this?
So
Can I
I
ask
mean,
you this,
I'm really
D-Lo?
trying to find your
Can I?
real flaws with the promo.
I
But
Because
just
this is what I'm
I
saying, because I want
I
to know the
just
flaws too.
I just
I
didn't
didn't find
think
any flaws with the promo
I
personally.
what I'm saying is I just didn't think the first part hit the way that it was supposed to.
It did hit
And
it. I mean,
no,
he dropped facts.
the
Just because
the
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 crowd don't
the
react,
fans the
just
you never
because
seen
the
you never
crowd
seen
doesn't
a
react.
you
No,
never seen a
you
battle
looking
rapper
at it
win a battle
wrong, Dre.
2-1?
You
D'Lo,
can't
are you
look at
able
the
to pull up
crowd
the promo?
reaction.
No,
No, but
WWE
you can't
will
look
blur
at
it.
the
Can't
crowd
do it.
reaction. You got to look at the
WWE will
fact.
I'm
flag
not
it.
Did he
whoa, whoa,
drop
whoa,
facts?
whoa. I'm not talking about just the crowd reaction. I'm talking about even my reaction. The promo did not hit for me
But the
the
question,
way
I guess, the question really is to that, Dre, is did it not hit because of your bias toward Roman
Yes,
Reigns?
no,
yes,
no, hey, no, 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 no.
See,
Because guess what?
yes.
No, that's not true. Because guess what? When John Cena tore Roman Reigns up on the mic, I was sitting there like,
I
Yo,
think
but
I'm
where
a
he told Reigns, I've been
hold
waiting
on.
for somebody to come and take this
that,
job. I
yo,
wouldn't have had to come back
that's
if
I
you were doing
think
your
I
job.
think I think I because I feel
That
the
hurt me
same
when he
way.
said it.
I feel the same way. I feel the same way that Dre feels. But I'm gonna tell you why I feel that way.
Okay.
I think I was expecting a little bit
Thank,
more.
thank you.
I think I was expecting a little bit more for it at the beginning. Now,
Like
what
what?
happens
I
is
just want to know. That's what we trying to get from Dre. So since you saying it,
I'm t-
what were
out,
you expecting more than
outside
what he didn't
out,
give you?
I
outside
think
of
I was expecting maybe Roman to come out or just a little more added pop.
that's
Let me
not no,
finish, Jay.
that's not his
Hold on.
fault. That's not his fault, bro.
I was expecting a little more pop. Now, you gotta let me finish. You gotta
Roman,
let me
that's
finish
Roman's
saying what I'm gonna
schedule, brother.
say. You have to let me finish saying what I'm gonna say so that I can prove to you that you have no reason to combat me. I promise you.
I'm just saying
I-
you mentioned Roman. I want before you got too far. I'm just saying Roman wasn't there.
right.
It's his schedule.
I understand that he wasn't there. So when I went back and watched it again, the whole promo was dope to me. The initial watch of it didn't hit me until halfway through. But when I watched it again, because I watched it again like 2 o'clock this morning, and I was like, yo, my man was going off from the top of it. From the top of it, your boy Phil was going off. And so I think honestly that for those of us who might be the Roman Reigns fans, like, because I'm a Roman Reigns guy. For those
Okay.
of us that are Roman Reigns guys, if we go and watch that promo again, it will hit different the second time. The first time, I didn't know that Roman wasn't there. But because all of the promos have had both of them in it, I was
Well, not
expecting.
all of them.
Yeah, there
Not
was one
all of
other
them.
time where CM Punk was by himself.
Right. I was especially after the beating that Roman took last week. I was expecting either Roman or the Usos. I was expecting a little more of the whole bloodline sneak peek to happen, but we didn't get that. And that's all fine and good. I'm not even mad at that. I just think that once it set in that we wasn't getting that, and I watched it again, Phil was going off, yo. He was going off from
And
the
that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying to Dre, L, is that it's not about fair reaction. We're looking at it from an analytics point of view. What was Phil saying? That's number one. What was he saying? Yeah, he went at Roman. He had some listen, he killed him about his football career, everything.
But
Which
That's
was
what
and
he
false.
the
did.
killer
Which
part
was
is
false.
that he didn't even stay on Roman long. He didn't stay
See
on
it,
Roman long.
exactly. It
Because it
was
wasn't about him.
because it was about him going out there and they trying to sell tickets for Mania.
Right.
So he was told to go out there,
He
and
was
he
he
said
said it. He said
tonight,
y'all they wanted him to go deliver another pipe bomb.
bro.
And
And he said, "This is what happens." Did y'all remember what he
yeah,
said?
he said this is what
This is what
happens when
happens,
you ask for a pipe bomb.
and this is what you get. That's what he said, right?
Triple H said,
Again,
Phil, go out there, just do
we
what you do.
ignoring we ignoring the fan reaction. We listening to what he said. That's what he said. And he went out there, and yes, he cooked The Rock,
That
he
promo,
cooked Roman, and D'Lo. You can answer this honestly.
yeah.
Do you or do you not believe this is the first promo where they
I'm
said,
sorry.
Punk, we not gonna hold you back? Because I'm
Oh,
gonna be
absolutely.
honest with
Oh,
you.
absolutely.
Punk has been
Absolutely.
held back in this. I know you ain't gonna like it, Dre, because it's your boy. And I know you ain't gonna like it. But the only reason why Roman looks as good as he does is because they not letting Punk go
That,
And
on
the,
the mic.
that's false.
Thank you. Like
Oh
he
yeah,
my
just be,
gosh.
yo, he just be
I
chatting. That's what son.
That's
wait,
false.
He
I
just
think
be
that
chatting
That's part of false.
sometimes.
I
Are
think
you
that
serious?
That's part of false.
Are you
He got-
have you did
He's
you
not.
have you ever
He
seen
is not in
Punk
the
and
flag.
MJF? Have you
J Mac.
seen that? Have you
J Mac.
seen
He's
that
not in the
promo?
flag. He is not in the flag jacket no more. MJF just curses and talks about the WWE. He's not good on the.
No, I'm talking
Stop.
Thank you.
about when it was
Stop.
Thank
oh
you.
them.
no,
I'm
MJF
talking
is not
about
good.
He's not
He's
I'm
good.
terrible.
talking about
He's
when
not
it
good.
was those two going at it. That's
Oh,
what I'm talking about.
MJF
I'm
and
not
Again,
talking
MJF
about
and
them
again,
Punk.
now. I'm talking
again.
about 3 years
Oh, Punk was
ago.
killing. Punk was killing
Punk was
MJF.
killing him.
Punk
But
was killing
And
but
that's
MJF.
what
but,
I'm
but
saying.
everything that
Because
Punk said,
Punk didn't have a garrison. That's my point I'm
but
making.
Punk
In
everything that Punk said,
WWE, Punk cannot release He cannot hurt the golden boy.
I have a
Roman
thought.
is
I
the
have a thought
golden
on
boy.
that though. I have a thought
Everything
on
that
that.
Punk said, he had to eat all of those words because he's back in the WWE. Number one.
That's what
No.
I'm saying.
Number two, we already know that Roman could get touched on the mic, and it's allowed because Cena
No, that's not
already
according to
killed
Glenn.
him. No one can kill him the way that Cena killed him on the mic that night.
Well, Cena's another one who kills everybody. So
he
I mean, that's,
But
you
he
know.
was stuttering to the point where
Look,
he'd be like, "Okay,
It was
John."
bad. Yeah.
He was
Cena made
was
Rock
bad.
forget his whole promo.
Right.
Cena made Rock forget a promo.
yeah, no,
Like we not and here's the thing. What we have to realize is
hold
what we have to
on,
realize-
Rumble. You kind of doing that thing that Cory Booker did in the Senate. You trying to just
Filibuster.
filibuster everybody. Listen, you guys have still not made a solid point on why this promo wasn't not pipe bomb.
I'm waiting on it too.
Oh no,
It has not been
well,
one.
I don't think it
point.
wasn't.
I don't agree that the promo was whack. Y'all heard what I said.
Yeah.
Once I
Phil said
listen
he had
to
to
it
watch it
again,
a second time in order to
Nah,
get the full
Byron said he
veracity
went back
of
and
it.
listened to it,
I
and he
said it.
said the whole
the
promo
things
was
that were
fine.
said, he had to go brush his teeth from the dog food. And it, are you kidding me?
I'm
That,
sorry.
that was that. Hold on. That was. But here's the thing: the reason why I wasn't impressed was because stuff like that has been said. The
No
reason,
one has
hold
ever
on,
brought up
No,
hold on,
no
hold on.
one's
I'm
ever
It
said
has
that.
not.
No one
bro.
has ever brought up dog food.
Hold on. I'm talking about in the internet wrestling community. We've
But
heard all of
Who
this stuff.
cares about the IWC,
Hold
bro?
on. Hold on. We are the
Rumble,
IWC.
really?
Who cares?
We are the IWC. But my thing
Rumble,
also
come
is
on, man.
I'm
You
I-
said
Come
yeah,
on, Rumble. You got to come up with something better than that,
15,000
man.
you have not allowed me to really
Rumble, you started this
parenthetically-
whole thing. How do we not
No.
allow you to say it?
I
You started
answered it.
this. You
I
was on my
answered it.
post. You was on
The-
D-Lo's post.
Answer-
How do we not allow you? And
I
you still haven't
answered
given
it.
us nothing solid.
I said the first part was trash.
Keisha, I'm
because-
sorry. Rumble, you got to give me something solid. Well, you can't just tell me that Aiden can't
Yo,
play.
shots fired.
Hold on.
You can't
Shots
just tell me that
fired.
Aiden can't
Hold on.
play without giving me
Hold
something
on.
solid.
Hold on. I'm giving you something solid. All right. So now, jokes is cool. This was my thing between Ether and Takeover. When he made the jokes about the football career,
Yes.
was that factual?
Yes.
No, it was not.
Roman Reigns
No, it wasn't.
had a good football career.
Why did he leave football?
He said it was a failed football career.
No, leukemia is why he left football. He was playing for the Vikings.
Did he go back to football?
He couldn't. His house.
Failed.
No, that's not fit. No. You can't say somebody. So Brandon Roy and Greg Oden had a failed basketball career.
Yes.
Yes.
They can't.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
they did. Yes.
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 Yo,
And
that's
it's tragic, yes, but it's still a
tragic.
failure. I'm not taking away the fact that it's tragic,
L-Chat
but
had to laugh.
it's failure.
Listen, if
How?
you got your hand cut off right before a handshaking contest, it's tragic, but you lost.
That's weird. That's weird. That's not.
I don't
that's
agree
not-
with y'all, man. I don't agree because
That's not failed.
fail. Listen, it's
That
only
means
a
they didn't
fail.
want me.
It's on the man had leukemia. He could
Right.
not come back. Now, if he had tried to come back
Exactly.
and it didn't go well, then it can be considered a failed comeback attempt.
But L, they didn't even say come back, come sit in the office with us and bring your pump. They didn't.
Not and bring your
leukemia-
yo. What is wrong
Hold on.
with you, John?
We're
They
not
didn't say-
talking about a blood clot. We're talking about leukemia.
They didn't even say go get right and come back. They was just like, hey,
Okay,
man.
so
He
Now,
couldn't. He
now,
couldn't.
let me ask
So
you
it's
this
not a
next one.
failure.
Promo.
You
Now,
can't
Let me ask you
fail.
about this next.
You can't.
You
You
will see
can't.
for
You
it.
can't fail. You cannot fail until you make an attempt. If you make an attempt,
You're right,
and the-
McFadden. Brock had a failed NFL career
Right.
too.
Aaron Corbin failed. The
With the
Rock,
Vikings, ironically.
The Rock failed. Like
All right, so
they failed.
so you could have that. We'll remove the NFL.
Well,
joke
let me. Can I
from-
ask this
from-
next point about the
You
promo?
you want to know
Because
why I can't? I'm not going to remove the failure from Roman Reigns because yes, he got
okay,
leukemia. What is he doing right now?
Wrestling.
More days a year than the NFL, even on a part-time schedule. More
And also
dangerous, or just as dangerous as the NFL.
and
You got to
also
keep your body up and do.
and
He's
also
doing,
and also
and he
and
had
also make it
leukemia again as a WWE superstar and came back. So as far as NFL goes, failed.
nah. I don't
Right
think
back.
it takes the same type of training or the same. You don't taking the same kind of damage that you would in the
Your
NFL.
opponent, like, because your opponent is working with you
Right,
in that ring. Your
right.
on a football field, your
They trying to
opponent
kill
is
you.
trying to take your life away
Trying to
from
take
you.
it right. Exactly. Not the
In a wrestling ring, your
it's not
opponent
the same.
is
It's,
working with you.
it's not. It's not the same thing.
In your big matches, you are rehearsing your moves with your opponent.
So you can have
let
the
me.
NFL. You
Can
can
I
have
ask
the
this
NFL.
question
Take
about the
that away.
promo? I got one more question, and then
Yes.
I'm going. I'm gonna check out. I got one more question. So, and I want to address this to Dre because again, I'm like George. I'm still waiting to hear
I
what
just
was
told you.
wrong with the
I
first half
just.
of the
I,
promo.
I
The
just
Okay.
NFL, the
told you.
NFL joke.
It
What
was not.
I'm
It
going. Okay,
wasn't.
you named the
It, wa-
NFL.
it
So you
wasn't. It
said
wasn't. It
that was a
wasn't.
joke and
It
it
was.
was false.
It
You said it was a
wasn't.
joke and it was false, right?
No, I
So
said
let
it
me
wasn't
ask you. Let me ask
factual.
you this.
Uh huh.
Okay, well let me okay, let me I'm gonna ask you about this part of the promo. When
Okay.
CM Punk makes the reference, when he makes the reference about being true to yourself, and which was basically him saying it took you to be the big dog and then the tribal chief, and he's never changed. I've always been CM Punk. I'm paraphrasing. Was that false? Was that a
No,
joke?
that was
Was that a
no,
fire? Was that
no,
fire?
no, no, no,
Was
no.
that?
We got 3 minutes,
No,
fellas.
no. That was 100. That was 100% correct. But also, you have to look at the
You
fact
can't
of
put but if it's 100% correct,
no, no,
bro.
no, no, no. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Also, it is
Right,
100%.
Dante. He was a
No,
defensive lineman. He was the predator, not the prey. He was
what is that?
inflicting those
True.
Okay,
hits.
but you still got people. You got still people trying to stop you from getting to your prey. It still hurts.
I'll say this,
Um.
J
Well,
Mac.
just address
I'll say this,
No,
J
no, no,
Mac.
no,
you
no,
said it
no,
was,
no.
When
but
he was the big dog, he was subject to instructions
Thank you.
from Vince.
The
Thank you.
promo, yo, Dre,
He
go
And
watch
he
hated,
that
got it.
promo again. The promo was
he
dope.
hated,
And he didn't have a Paul Heyman. And that's what people forget. People act as if CM Punk just no. He had a Paul Heyman to when he couldn't speak for himself to speak for him.
and
So
that push that Vince put him on in the beginning, that some people feel like he didn't deserve, really rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. So
we can't act like the crowd
Vince
wasn't on
only-
his side when he was in the Shield. They were the only thing what made it go bad was they didn't want him. They wanted Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan just so happened to hit at that moment. So
right,
they was just
that
like,
was an
I remember,
organic thing.
right. I remember that because then I remember when they fought at Fastlane and they swore up and down they wanted Daniel Bryan to win.
Yep.
Daniel Bryan did not win. Roman won. And in that moment, the fans was like, "Nah, we don't want him. Let's not act like he." And he said it himself in the Evil
Dre,
documentary.
He didn't. So the other part of the promo when Punk tells him that they put everybody possible around him to make this character work. That wasn't true.
It was just
That
his
was
family.
all.
It's just his family.
No, of course it's true. We know this. We know, but this is what I'm saying. He is
It's
saying.
not a
He's saying
It's not a front office generated character. This is not a front
yes,
office.
yes. So
That's
was
not
Hulk
front office
Hogan. So
generated.
was
The bloodline
Ultimate Warrior.
character.
No, the bloodline character was all him.
The bloodline character was
He was getting ready to retire.
the,
And he said, if I come back, I'm going to come back and do it my way. This is all
But I'm
documented.
saying his way was to put all those people around him to make that character. Who
No,
else
no.
in WWE history had that done for them?
what you mean? What do you mean? All
Brock
those
Lesnar.
people?
What are you talking about?
Well, all those people.
Just
I mean, it was just his family.
Yeah, the bloodline is like 2 or 3
and,
people.
and the thing was, The Usos were, I mean, they were the best tag team, but as far as in-depth character, like, let's not sit here and act like the Bloodline saga did not say, you talking about some Drew McIntyre.
All right, 60 seconds, guys. Final thoughts
Drew,
and remarks. We
I'll
got to
say
get
this.
out of here.
I'll say this. You have to remember that the bloodline started with, as much as I talk about the IWC, the bloodline crew started from a desire from the IWC before it even got close to hitting TV. So when it actually happened, that was one of the reasons why we loved it so much.
we
And
were
it
talking
ran-
about it in the group chat.
and
Remember
it
Dwayne?
ran
And
wrestling. It ran wrestling for years. That's why they're about to run it back. I have a sneaky suspicion. I saw Jacob Fatu get interviewed, and that man was. They asked him who was the best on the microphone, and that man started running down people's names, and they said CM Punk. He was like, "Yeah, see," he said, "Man, I would say Phil, but he disrespected the family, and I got to see him for that first, and Solo got to see him too."
He got a
and
receipt
you
coming.
and
Bro,
you think
It
and you
stopped.
think he
It stopped
mentioned
me
The
in my
Rock?
tracks. I feel like Sunday night.
They're all
at
coming together.
WrestleMania,
They're all coming together.
They
You
going.
think he
Family's
mentioned
gonna be
you
together.
think he
I
mentioned The
think
Rock for no
they're-
reason?
Well, we're gonna get into all of that in our WrestleMania preview.
They taking Punk off TV
Willie,
for a
final
minute.
thoughts.
I think Dwayne The Rock Johnson will have a great role to do with Sunday night.
Wait. Before you finish, Willie, are we at your house for night one?
That's all Ella's thinking about. He thinking about Jackie Boy burgers and
Right.
grills and
That
stuff. That's what
that
he's
leads
thinking
to my
about
next
right now.
question.
That's
That
what
leads
he's
to my
thinking
next
about.
question. J Mac, do we got those burgers?
If we got night one at Willie's, we got
Willie,
burgers,
finish your
yes.
thought. Go ahead, Willie.
I
I
just think
interrupted.
I do agree with Vic. I think that there's going to be a great, massive turnout as far as the lineage of the Samoans. I think they're going to come out in drones.
Friends and Family Sunday.
I think right, like they're gonna flip this guy. Like they're gonna flip him.
It'll be your friends and family day at
Cynthia,
church.
Cynthia, no ride playland this year.
Oh, L. Final
Remember
thoughts.
last year we went to Legoland and I was supposed to be at the party and you threw me a curveball going to Legoland. Yeah,
Sure did. She sure
she
did.
back there laughing. She remember now. Yeah.
L. Final thoughts.
Night number one at Willie's house.
Fine.
And we got those burgers. I'm anticipating the Obafemi.
Oh, I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to that. We didn't even get to talk about that tonight. But I'm looking
Is
forward to
that main event? Is that main event night one?
It's opening the show night two.
Night two.
Night two, I
Night two.
think. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be free.
Yeah, they announced the
On
card today.
ESPN.
Yeah.
The whole world is gonna be able to
To see Brock get cooked is brilliant.
Genius.
We're gonna witness the death of Brock Lesnar.
Can I get
One
my
of them.
J
final
Mac,
take
it's
real
yours.
quick?
Closing remarks,
'Cause
J Mac.
I agree with y'all about I agree with The Rock, but I think it's going to be a turn. I think The Rock is going to come. I don't know how they're going
Think
to
he's
do
gonna
it.
side
But I
with
think The Rock
Phil?
is going to turn on Roman so they can set up
Set up next
WrestleMania
year's
for
match.
next year in Saudi.
I don't know.
I do see Rock in the main event in Saudi because that's what Saudi wants. They want nostalgia
That's what
acts in the
Saudi
main event.
wants.
That's
And
what
they
they
want him and Roman to fight. And in order
I mean,
to
assuming
do that,
there is still a Saudi next year, but that's another conversation.
Right.
in order to do that,
Assuming there is still a Saudi.
Right. Assuming
well,
there's
it
still a
is
Saudi.
because the president said that they extended for 2 weeks. No bombs for 2 weeks.
Yeah, I did see the ceasefire.
Yeah, so there's no bombs at 8. There was no bombs at 8 o'clock Eastern. So, but I think it's going to go the other way. I think The Rock somehow is going to turn on Roman, and then they're going to do like they did with Rock Cena. They're going to advertise that main event for a
whole
year
year.
going into Saudi.
Rumble,
That's
final
what I
remarks.
I'm just excited to see what's gonna happen. I feel like this is a storyline brewing.
Okay.
With TKO people versus the anti
The OG
TKO people.
WWF.
Yeah.
So
So
we got
I'm
a
just
whole,
Absolutely.
yeah.
a whole invasion
Yeah,
angle for
yeah,
2026.
yeah.
Absolutely.
So I feel like Roman might go heel again, and he'll be the TKO guy, and they're gonna. So I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see
With
like
the final
what's.
boss controlling the puppet
Yeah,
strings.
yeah. Like let them. Right now, I'm just in the mode of let them cook. Let me see what's
Yep.
going on. That's it.
But remember,
George.
they got to get to
Let them
Saudi. They got to
let
get
them
Rock,
cook.
Roman,
Let
and
them cook.
Saudi.
Let them
Yeah.
cook Phil first.
Yeah,
Let them cook Phil first, and then
Finish it.
and then bring the final boss in there. Let them get that over with. Phil got to go.
George, final remarks. And we
Um,
got to get out of here.
I said this, and somebody disagree with me. I'm not gonna say no names. Carter. Um, they
We don't
closed.
trust her thoughts.
They
We don't
closed
trust her
so
thoughts.
they closed SmackDown with Trick Williams on Friday.
They did. Yes.
They closed Raw with Overfemi on Sunday. On Monday.
It's a black invasion.
The new era is here, y'all.
The future is here.
Butler's happy.
and
Yo,
it,
Butler's
and,
over
and
happy.
it,
over
We
it's,
Femi,
agree,
it's
y'all.
it's looking mighty dark in the E these days.
over
Butler, yeah,
Femi is
Butler's happy about that.
yes, you better
wait,
believe it.
It's
wait.
looking
Over
mighty
I want
dark in
Femi,
the
George.
E.
over
I want George
Femi
to finish.
is over Femi is to the WWE what Black Panther was to
To
Marvel.
the Marvel Universe.
Bro, did you see him make fun of his warm-up joint?
My son is in love with
Yeah.
Obafemi, man. And I love it because he's idolizing her. Finally, we got a black
Yo,
wrestler.
Oba
You know
is
what I'm
so
saying?
over. It
No,
don't make
listen to
no
me.
He is
sense
so
how
There
over
over.
are
he is.
white children. White
Yeah.
is the
Champion
whitest white.
over.
He is so over. Oh my God.
Wait, but your
My kids
greatest
scream
accomplishments is not it
over.
hasn't even really happened yet, but to hear the garden going crazy
Oh
over
man.
him.
The
Oh
Garden
my god.
it
I
sounded
had
like the
chills when he
Garden
came out. I
again.
was like,
It sounded
what
like the
the
Garden
Wait,
again last week.
wait. I know it's supposed to be over, but I gotta ask this question now that y'all talk about it. Oba or Breaker?
Oba,
over.
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 I
Oba
wanted to
all
ask.
day. Oba, oh,
Okay,
that was easy.
okay.
Oba all
Oba,
day.
and that's because
I think they're gonna be over Braun even when he comes back. I think that ship
Yeah.
has sailed.
I think so too. I think he missed
I
that
agree
moment
with
and the
that.
injury
Yes.
didn't help. This is
Yep.
the era of Oba and Trick, and what a world we would be in when the SmackDown champ is black and the Raw champ is
I'm
black at
sorry,
the
y'all.
same time.
We're here now.
What
And
a
listen,
world we're gonna
TKO is
be
like,
in.
as
What
long
a
as you make
what
me
a
money, I
amazing
don't care
Black
what
History
color you
Month.
are.
Yeah,
TKO
that's
don't care
TKO.
about your color.
TK,
They
TKO
care
cares
about the
about the money.
money.
They care about the money.
That's
Green is
it.
the only color they see. And Oba, when Oba wins his title, it's gonna erupt. It's gonna be absolute
Nuclear.
pandemonium.
And
Oba
how
is
and how
that
do you get
over.
the title off? Once you put it on him,
How
how
do
do
you,
you get the title off of him?
he
You
might
gotta cheat
he
That's
him.
gonna
You
be the
gotta
he
cheat
might
him.
question.
break Reigns' record. He may end up
All
breaking
right, all
Reigns'
right,
record.
all right. Let's not go that far.
Listen,
Look at
when you
this
that
guy.
over, when you're
Let's
Look at
not.
this
that
guy. Roman
Let's
overload. Won't
let's
even
not.
consider that it's a
Let's
listen,
not.
possibility.
I'm
Because
gonna
it
go
ain't.
there, and J
Let's not
Mac,
push
you
it.
will remember this. Willie, you probably will too as
I'm
well.
gonna
The
remember.
last time I heard a guy get a pop like this without the title being on him yet was a guy named Terry Bollea.
Yep. That was Hogan in the Garden. Yes.
Hogan in the
Yes.
garden.
And this is before the title got put on them.
This is
yeah,
before
Yep.
Hulkamania.
yeah.
Yep. He was in
So,
the eight. Matter of fact, he was in the AWA, and he
yep,
was doing this thing in there,
That was
and he
that
was
was
doing. That's how
Hogan.
Vince
That
brought
was
him over.
Hogan with the white tights,
yep, yep,
Yep.
sure was.
Thunder
Sure was.
Lips.
Sure was. But
Thunder
yo,
Lips.
we
With the cape.
Before
With the
before we
cape.
leave,
Thunderlips.
before we leave, please y'all go get my 2 singles that I dropped. Crucify him, Father forgive him. They bangers.
Yes, they
I
are.
have them.
Please, y'all go and download them as and listen to them, stream them as much as you can. Make this man some money and just get it out everywhere you possibly can. Listen, we back next Tuesday, NBA postseason preview show. Hopefully, all these guys can come back because as y'all can see, this is an amazing conversation. So if I can get all of us back on next Tuesday night, 9 p.m., join us, and then right before that will be our WrestleMania. Then the
The
following week will
year
be
over, baby.
our WrestleMania
Yeah.
our Mania preview show, which will kick off WrestleMania season. And then, of course, once the Knicks
All
start
right,
playing,
boss.
we'll be in post games after every game. Until then, we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Orange and Blue Skies, as always. Y'all have a great night, everybody.
Y'all
We'll
pray
see
for
you next week.
Luca. Yeah, y'all pray for Luca.
We praying for Luca and
Y'all
for
losing, man. Y'all
AR-15.
ain't gonna pray for Luca, man. Come on.
I'm praying for Luca. I'm praying for Luca. I'm
Ain't
praying
You
for
Braun
know I'm
hurt
Luka. Just for
praying.
too?
you, George. I'm praying for Luca.
No,
Braun
Braun
is
not
hurt
hurt.
too, ain't he?
No, Braun not
No.
hurt. Braun
Bron is
not hurt.
out tonight.
He out tonight though. Uh,
Jesus.
Braun
David,
is
yo,
41. He's in load management.
Lakers been catching some L's the last couple of days.
It's over. It's over now. It's over.
It's over. It's over,
But
man.
y'all have a great night. We will see y'all next week.
The church guys. We're live on a podcast. A church guy sports show. Yo, welcome to the show where the faith meets the court. Church guys repping hard, yeah, we live for the sport. From the pulpit to the bleachers, the word we endorse. Dropping dimes, preaching truth, keeping God as the source. We breaking down the play, stats, facts, and the story. Sunday to game day, all for his glory. Talking hoops, talking fields, every touchdown is shot. But we never lose sight of the faith that we got is fellowship, fire. Passion in the zone, church guys sports show. Yeah, you know we at home. Turn the volume up loud, let the good vibes flow. This is more than just a game, it's the way that we grow. The church guys. We're live on the podcast. A church guy sports show. The church guys. We're live on the podcast. A church guy sports show. From the locker room talk to the pews on a Sunday, we call the plays right, kingdom business on Monday. Faith on the field, spirit driving the grind. Every headline we drop got the word intertwined. We repping every team, but the banner is Christ. Breaking huddles with the gospel, yeah, we live